Hey, welcome back to another video, Round Guys Gun Reviews. So today we're going to talk about something kind of unique, something a little different. This is the Spikes Tactical Havoc. So this is a 37mm flare launcher. Take a look there. This is sitting in a chassis that has collapsible, like the M4 collapsible stock. Uses AR-15 pistol grip. This model, I did put some clamp-on iron sights on here, and then it also has, I added the M203 grenade launcher sight. So this model is a 12-inch side load. So meaning side load, I'll show you here. You depress this button to slide the breech, the barrel forward to load, and then it kicks out to the side. That way you can load longer shells. These are just basically fireworks shells. So you can see once this is opened up, a little bit longer shell, it's easier to load and you're not hitting the frame here. So once it's loaded, you have to push the button back to lock it in place. And then you see here, cock the mechanism, and then you got to fire. You got your safety here, fire and safe, and then point and shoot. So this model, like I said, is the 12-inch Havoc 37mm. So I'm not going to give you legal advice on this, so you need to do the research. But as far as I understand, most places this can be purchased and shipped right to your door. This is not a destructive device nor a firearm. Now, with that being said, if you get one of these 37mm, this is the civilian version. The 40mm, the M203, in 40mm is considered a destructive device. So this is that would have to be done with the tax stamp. Some states allow them, some don't. So, and those are very restricted and pretty expensive too. But with this being the 37mm civilian version, there are things that you could do that would turn this into a destructive device. That'll get you in a lot of trouble with those alphabet agencies that are watching, probably going to be watching this video too. So you need to be careful what shells that you use in here. So you can shoot, your fireworks shells, shots. I'll show you some of those that we tested. You can also shoot smoke rounds, and I think they call them. I know on a couple of websites and catalogs that I used to get, they call them bird busters, but these are just loud report rounds. It'll go out kind of like a flashbang. Some of them will show a bright flash and a loud report. Some just go out and just a real loud report. So those are things that you can, in most places, legally shoot through this. Now, there are 37mm beanbag rounds out there. There are 37mm OC, pepper gas, pepper spray, for, say, controlling crowds, whatnot. Now, if you use, and this is, like I said, this is my interpretation and my understanding of this, so this is not legal advice, but if you use a shell through this for the purpose of causing bodily harm or shooting it toward people for, crowd control or whatever, that changes the classification and no longer makes it a civilian legal model. So do your research in your area. Like I said, I don't have those rounds, and nor do I intend to shoot those rounds. So do your research wherever you are. If you get one of these or have one of these, just know what the laws are, because ignorance is not exempt from the law. So if you cross that line and you're caught, you just simply saying, I didn't know that, doesn't cut it. They will go after you. So where does the 37mm fit in with the average gun owner, or does it? I don't know. Always wanted one of these. You'll see in some of the pictures and videos when we tested this early on that I did have this mounted under barrel on an AR-15. Then I got the Spikes chassis here, the standalone, to make it so we could shoulder fire this. But where does it fit into, I don't know, you can call it your arsenal or to your plan. So that you'll have to decide that. What are you going to use it for? Is it a novelty? Well, maybe. But does it have, you can use it for signaling, like I said, the bird busting, the bird bombs, those loud report, like flashbang. So you can pop smoke if you need that for some concealment for whatever you're doing. Let's get, I'll read some specs here off of that. So this is coming from the Spikes Tactical website. So this model here, it says it does weigh, and this is without, this is just a launcher without the chassis. They're listing at 2 pounds, 13 ounces. It does support 5 3/4 U.S. Coast Guard munitions. It's push button breech lock, one-piece tube and grip. It is made from 6061 and 7075 aircraft grade aluminum components. They are anodized Type 3 hard coat in black. I did purchase this adapter here. This adapter fits into the barrel, and then I got to clean it. It's a little gritty there. So once that's inserted, it allows you to use these smaller 26. Let's see there. What are they? 26.5 millimeter. If I remember right. Let me see. I think it's marked. Yeah, 26.5 millimeter flares. It adapts that down because these are smaller diameter. As you can see, this is your 37 millimeter, and this is the 26.5, so a little smaller. So you can get that adapter, so you can find surplus flares out there, and this piece just allows that to fit into the 37 millimeter barrel. So you have some options, and then we picked up some surplus flares. You'll see us shoot these. These will have 2 or 3 red signaling flares that'll drop, and these rounds are kind of like on the 4th of July. You go buy those mortar shells. It'll give you a decent report, and then the visible, spark, the sparklers, whatever you want to call it. So after the round has been fired, this is the shell that'll shoot out. Then you're left with these casings. Now they can be reloaded, so that's something you can look at doing some reloading for it. So again, this is the Havoc 37 millimeter flare launcher. Try not to call it a grenade launcher because it's not a grenade launcher. So the civilian legal version of the M203, if you will. So let's do some shooting of this. We'll pop a couple rounds, take a look at that, and then we'll follow back up kind of with some closing thoughts on that. So let's watch this thing in action.
You ready?
Yep. .37 millimeter surplus flare. Shoot it when you're ready.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, so you got to see a couple different shells get fired through that. It has, okay range. So what do you think? Do you think this Havoc has a place in your home with your existing firearms? Or is it a novelty? I think it has its place, like in, with us and our, our, I even call it a plan. It has some neat features and just the cool factor. So again, that's 37 millimeter Havoc launcher from Spikes Tactical. So if you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you. Please like and subscribe, share the video with your friends, and we just want to continue to be out here helping you make informed decisions on your next purchase, learning a little bit, and there might be some how-to videos on, fixing your gun, throwing some accessories on. But we just need your support to get us get the exposure, get us out there to your friends and your family. And so again, I thank you for the support. We've been out here for 13 years doing this. We just want to keep doing it. We have fun with it. This is something I love doing, and I just love sharing what I learn with you. And I like learning from you guys too. There's stuff that you as viewers have shared with me that I didn't know or I had wrong, and that's great. Let's talk about those things. So again, I'm Round Guy with Round Guy's Gun Reviews. Thanks for watching, and check out our other videos. You'll see this one again. We're going to do some more testing on it, but check out our other videos. We got some good stuff in the works. So thanks again. Be safe.